Hello, welcome back to A Day Full of Budgets. Today is just going to be a quick budget with me for March. I just want to try and stay consistent on the channel and talk you through our March budget. So you've got my fingers as pointy sticks today because I don't have any nice pens here. So we are doing a 5-week month this month. I had originally planned a 4, but actually my husband's new job, the pay date was different to what we thought it was. So actually he's been paid quite a bit later, and that then affects how he's paid at the end of March. So I have rejigged it to a 5-week month, which should be fine. So we're actually rolling over £30.47 from February. I don't normally roll over that much, but because we were on holiday, I just left it. So then we kind of just break down all of the income. So in the first week, there's quite a few payments coming in. So we've got child benefit comes in, my husband's wage at £4,896.12 comes in. Some money for me comes in at £285, then our payment of £300, and then the closing balance for February. So it's £5,734.79 in the first week, and then there's just notional payments that come through, 180, 320 in week 2 and 3, and then my part-time salary of £1,319 comes in the 4th week. And then again, some of my self-employed money will come in the 5th week, and the child benefit again, because it's every 4 weeks and it falls into this cycle. So in total, we're looking at income for the month of £8,096.99. This will change because I'm self-employed. And I do know that there is another job that I will have to do at some point this month. That will need to come in here. I don't know whether I'll get paid in this month or next month, so that's why I've not included it. Our expenditure is pretty much the same. Water, we're not paying this month. Now, what I had planned to do was to kind of cash stuff that. However, because it's now a 5-week month, we have got a few bits of extra money coming in the 5th week anyway. I've kind of had to just absorb it, which is fine. So all of the bills, the only one that's really different is, so Tesco Mobile, we've moved my daughter off the O2 one that she was on, and she was only on that part of our Virgin package, which has now been renewed to something new. So we've swapped her into the Tesco Mobile, and the first one's always a little bit more. So I'm expecting that about £55 instead of £35. But it does also mean that the O2 of £29.32 a month now isn't coming out. So that's quite a good saving that we'll make. I think her plan is about £10.50 a month, as opposed to £29 a month. So that is a good saving. Council tax at £259. We don't split our council tax over 10 months, we split it over 12, just because our council tax is quite high. So it would be quite a bit extra across the 10 months. So we'd rather just have a lower amount across 12. That's just the way that we've preferred to do it. And then everything else is pretty much the same, other than our savings of £300 that we've been putting aside, I was putting it into like a regular saver every month. That's expired, but at the moment I'm not putting it into a savings pot as such. It's going into our home fund because we need a new carpet, and I'd rather save the money from here than kind of have to find credit or something or whatever for that. So our plan for the next couple of months is to get our living room finished. So we need a door, we need a carpet, we need a TV unit, the sofa's on order, the skirting board's already been delivered, and the panelling's been done, the painting's been done. Yes, and we need radiators as well. So we've been on a huge home renovation over the past kind of like 8 years. And the living room is kind of one of the last rooms to be done, like fully stripped and redone. So that's the plan for that money. So looking at our expenses, so our expenses for the month is 3,175.65 across the 5 weeks. We have got a couple of bills that will come out twice, but obviously we've got child benefit coming in twice, so that kind of covers those. So it leaves us a balance of 4,921.34 to split across the 5 weeks. If you want more detailed about like each amount, have a look at my last budget with me video, and I go through them all individually. I really don't have time today. I'm really sorry. I know it's not very good for a YouTuber to get. Yeah, I'm really sorry. But reality is I want to stay consistent, but I also have to be aware of my time. So I'm going to go through sinking funds real quick. So what I generally do is I have my ideal amounts that I'd like to put in every week. If it's different, then I'll highlight it. So I will just quickly run through these. So food is still getting 135 a week. I get 120 in the bank and I get £15 in cash. I've been pretty good with the £15 and not spending it, and so that's going into challenges. So it's really good extra savings. So I'm hoping we can carry on with that. Fuel, the first week is going to get 40. And the fourth week is going to get 100, and the other weeks are going to get the usual 30, because I am driving to Scotland for the World Championships for my daughter, and I'll need money to charge the car, so that's why I've put £100 in there. Family fun is 25 a week. My self-care is 15 a week. So family fun is in cash now. My money I'll split between cash and bank. Money for us, £10 a week, is in cash. School is £15 a week. Clothes is £20 a week. Health and beauty is £15 a week. That's also generally in cash. Home, I'm not putting anything from the kind of sinking funds budget, because I'm putting that £300 in from our overall budget. Kids is £30 a week, and that covers kind of pocket money, school reports, anything that they might need that isn't covered anywhere else. Clubs, the first 3 weeks is getting £100, and then it's £40 in week 4, and then only £80 in week 5, just because of how things are going to go. Pets is just getting £15 a week. That just covers kind of their pet food and things like that. School food, £20 a week, just from I've got 3 children at high school, and they all eat a lot. Bus passes, I've changed the way I'm doing this at the moment, so I've still got quite a big buffer in there, so I'm not adding anything this month. Tech, so we've been saving for phones. We've now upgraded everybody's phones. My husband was the last one to be done. So I've just put this down to £10 a week because it's a 5-week month. I do need a new iPad. I don't need a new iPad. I'd like a new iPad. So therefore, it's kind of a low priority at the moment. So I'm just going to keep that ticking along. Glasses, we'll just get £5 a week. We've 3 of us in the house wear glasses, so we always have to have a glasses fund. And then the cars is £20 a week, and then £25 a week. My daughter's dancing dress, it gets £20 a week. Emergency fund gets £10 a week, and then what I do is I round down all of my digital pots, so just the pennies, and then I add them each week to the emergency fund. So the 100 envelope challenge, which is kind of new car / uni, is getting patents this month. So it'll be a £15 for the month. So I'm just using the 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It's low, but it's okay. I'm fine with that. And one of the main reasons is the rainy day. So my last regular saver that I drip feed into needs an extra £100 from the budget this month. So then that finishes that regular saver. the high interest regular saver. So that's getting 100 from the budget. £40 a week for annuals. My work is only getting £20, but for the last 4 weeks. I'll need some software at the end of the month, so I just need to top up what I've already got. So that's that. Holidays. So my daughter and I are away at the end of the month. We haven't booked anything else yet. I want to book something for the summer, maybe a cottage somewhere in the UK, and then hopefully a big holiday in October. So I want to keep the consistency of saving for a holiday. Obviously, if the money is needed prior to that, then I have no qualms about taking the money out because we haven't booked anything yet. So at the moment, I'm putting £150 for the first 2 weeks, and then £100 for the following 3 weeks. So that will be £600 that will go into holiday for the month. Family annuals will get £60 a week, and that's just for this binder, and that covers birthdays, half terms, Mother's Day, Father's Day, things like that. So that's cash of £300 that will go into there. And then my husband's self-care money, which is in cash, of £15 a week. I put £10 a week into my Trading 212 account. It's just stocks and shares ISA. If you're thinking about sort of starting, there is a link in my description if you want to get a free share. Capital at risk, do your own research, etc., etc. And then almost finally, we've got our debt payments. Now, this is the last 5 weeks that I will be putting £130 a week to debt. So it's the final £650, and our credit card debt will be gone. So I'm so excited to do April's budget, and I won't have that debt line. So that's super, super exciting. And then challenges. I have set money aside, just £50 a week this month to do some of my challenges, because I actually really enjoy that. So rather than kind of maybe putting it into the 100 envelope challenge, I've decided to put it into challenges, because ultimately it will all feed back into the budget. I just want to try and keep it a little bit more kind of fun for me, because I do actually really enjoy that. Once I've spoken to a mortgage advisor, because our mortgage is due this year, I will work out whether I can go to more cash or whether I need to get rid of the cash, not get rid of the cash, but just do it all in the bank, because sometimes their affordability checks are done based on your bank accounts. So kind of if you've got all your money and then it's all taken out and used in cash and there's nothing really sat in the bank, I'm not sure whether they'll look at like multiple accounts. Obviously I've got like Starling and Monzo and Chase and and our main high street banks. So I need to speak to somebody. Unless anybody knows, please do let me know regarding that. So I would like to go to more cash and less digital, but I don't want to do that and then have to revert back. So just looking at our totals then, the first week we'll be putting 1,086, second 997, third 948, fourth 959, and fifth 880. So our total is £4,920 into sinking funds, holiday, debt payments, investments, day-to-day spending, annual spending, all of those things get put into that, which will leave us a balance. So I've basically just plotted all of those numbers into the bottom here, and then that will leave us a balance of £1.34 at the end of the month. Now these figures do change. They always do. So the income line will always change. I don't tend to do an end of the month kind of look at my budget. If anybody would like to see, actually how our month ended, then let me know, because I'm happy to do that. And I'll show you all of the income and then all of the actual sinking funds that we actually put in, because there is never a month where these figures stay the same. Never. They always change. And that's okay, because we have to go with what our weeks bring. You know, if the children come home and say, oh, I need this for school, or this is broken, or, you know, and I then just, I move the money where it needs to be. So, and again, I'm happy to do that. I've done a debt update, as I say, in my last video, and we're on our last 650 payments. So I'm going to leave it here, because I've got another video to record and I've got so much work to get on with today. I'm away all weekend with my daughter. So yeah, lots to do. Thank you so much for people coming back after my holiday and watching my last couple of videos. I really, really, really do appreciate it, more than I think anybody could ever imagine. So thank you. Please, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, like the video, because it really helps other people find it, and leave me a comment in the comments, a message in the comments. That probably makes more sense. And then we can have a chat. Let me know what your month looks like. Are you doing a 4-week, a 5-week for March? Let me know, and I'll chat to you all soon. Bye.